right, hey, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be going over a cool infographic and a tool or resource we have available for you here. You can download it next to this video. It's just what I think the path of where to list land is. Okay, so very simply put, it's the websites, the things we use in order to sell properties. So let's jump right in here. All right. So it should pop up on the screen here. And let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit here. Okay. So the general thing is you got to differentiate your free traffic and your paid traffic. Okay. If you're starting with lower price properties, things sub $50,000, really you want to master your free traffics before your paid traffic. With one little caveat I'll say in just a second, but free traffic generally is you want to start. I've sold so much land through these platforms. It's crazy. And when you're starting, maybe you don't have a huge budget, is a good place to start. So Facebook Marketplace. Okay, there you go. Very easy. Everybody knows Facebook Marketplace. All right. I have little notes here. Focus on posting in 5 to 10 cities around the property. Okay, make sure to rotate your pictures or else Facebook will flag you for duplicates. Okay, so don't just use the same picture, the same text. So this says goals to post 5 to 10 ads per day per account. This is actually a bit out of date. Facebook will probably shut you down if you do that many. We at this point, Facebook has really kind of cracked down on that. So I really recommend you actually do about 1 to 3 a day and rotate it. Don't do two, 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 two. Do 1 and 3 and 2. You want to look like a real person. That's what Facebook's trying to figure out. So use Facebook and Craigslist the same, right? If there's ways you can skim and cheat and get around it and get somebody to make you new accounts and this and that, just use it for what it's worth. Okay. List your properties on it. You'll get some good leads if you use it properly. If you don't, you're just going to create a bunch of headache for yourself. So Facebook Marketplace, Facebook groups. So like if you search, say I'm selling a property in Central Texas, there's a bunch of Central Texas buy sell groups. If you just search that, I could probably pull up Google right now and just Google. I'm actually going to do it because we're here. I could just probably Google Central Texas buy sell groups. Let me pull this up real quick. Pull this up. Okay, so let's go Central Texas Facebook buy sell groups. Okay, did not major in English. Okay, and then look at this. You just got a bunch of them. Buy sell trade Central Texas swap, buy sell, buy sell, buy. These are all different groups. This one has 20,000 people. It's free to join and post. This one has 1,000. This one has 2,000. Like, this is just my tactic. If I'm trying to sell land in Austin, Texas, I would say Austin, Texas, Facebook buy sell groups. Okay. And boom, we're going to just have a million of them. There's so many of them. Really great places to get free traffic. Okay. So let's jump back over to the document that I was sharing. So those are our free traffic sources. Other things you can do: Zillow for sale by owner. That's good. Free to post on there. They've made it a little easier recently too. So you can get some good traction there. And then your email list, man, you want to be saving every one of these leads that come in. This will generate great leads, caveat, if done consistently. If you don't have a system set up to capture your leads, and you don't have a way to send them marketing information for future deals, this will obviously never work for you. You need to do it consistently. For example, we send 2 emails a week. We send a cool discounted property at a great price, and then we send an update on our new acquisitions. So if anyone's looking for something in that area, they may respond and be interested. This is all free or very low cost. Okay. This is where I recommend starting. Okay, so next on the list is going to be your paid traffic. So these are really the 3 main ones. There's a couple others I'll list out, but land.com. Okay. Land.com is owned by CoStar. CoStar is one of the biggest online real estate, commercial real estate marketing and data service providers. They bought land.com, and I think it was 2015 or 16 for like $80 million. And so now they own LandWatch. You see right here, LandWatch, Lands of America, Land and Farm, and Lands of Texas. A funny story: back in the day, if you've been doing this long enough, they actually used to have Lands of Texas, Lands of New Mexico, Lands of Florida, and whoever the internet gods are, I think it was Google. Literally, Google said you can't do that because it was skewing the search results too much. So they've gone down, and these are their four main sites. So look, land.com is expensive to advertise on. We have a deal with them for our clients where when we bring new clients in, we can get you about 75 to 150 bucks off per month, just depending on where you are. But this is expensive. I'm not going to lie. And if you're not in the business mindset, you don't understand, and this may come as a shock, but like minimum, you're going to pay like 500 bucks a month here. And that's just for 5 listings. Okay. 2 reasons for that. There is no reason to pay for this kind of traffic if you're going to be on page 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So if you call land.com And they'll be like, oh, yeah, you can get a 20 listing package for $150. You know what that's going to do? It's going to put you on page 4, 5, and 6 in every county. And I don't know when the last time you checked Google for pages 4, 5, and 6 are, but I have not recently, right? You got to be on the front page. And I think it's not worth paying for it if you don't get on the front page. So that's my suggestion. If you work with us, we'll help you get an account set up that has that, but it's going to cost around $500 a month at the minimum. And then if you want 10 listings, it's like 700. It just kind of goes up and the prices fluctuate. So I'm not going to say these are the exact prices, but that's a roundabout area of where you're going to be. Okay. So if you're interested in that, this is the best way to get leads, the best and the easiest way. Okay. For all these guys up here, I call these non-static postings. When you post on Facebook Marketplace, like you have to repost it. You have to put it in multiple areas, multiple groups. You have to refresh the post. Same with Craigslist, same with the groups, not so much with Zillow, but with email, with groups, Craigslist, Facebook, you have to constantly tend to it. With land.com, you really just put it in one place and it syndicates it out to all these other websites. So I think it's really important. I think that's, a pretty big deal. It simplifies the sales process. So again, instead of having to coordinate all this marketing efforts, well, you can get just as good leads by just posting at one time, right? So land.com is the first place I always suggest you get your paid traffic. Land.com sells about half of our properties. So, I mean, millions of dollars a year in land. We just sell through land.com. There's another great program that we have an affiliate with who's called Land Flip. Land Flip is really good. They're generally like the third or fourth result on Google when you search for land. You normally have the land websites, and then you have Zillow and Redfin, and then you have them. So they generate good leads too. They're cheaper, but at the end of the day, land.com is the premium. There's just no way to get around that. So land.com is great. MLS. So we recommend if you are having trouble moving a property, or it's more of a, maybe a little more expensive, maybe closer to the city, the MLS works well. And there's websites like brokerlist.com. You see it right there, brokerlist.com. They will basically post your thing in the MLS in your local market. It costs between $100 and $300. So that's a really good service because realtors are always scouring that. And we've made many sales by listing on the MLS. Realtor calls, says, I got a client. We pay my commission. We say, sure. And then we're off to the races, right? So that is the MLS. And then you see, I have here at the very end, all the way down. Once you've mastered and are doing all of these consistently, then think about paid Facebook advertising. I have a full, in-depth, really complex course on Facebook advertising, but it's really not worth watching or doing until you've mastered the above. Okay. It's expensive, it's complex, it changes a lot, and you've got to have a really clear strategy. And if you don't, it's not worth it. So paid Facebook advertising, this is not a Facebook ads course. We do have another course on that. But for this course, just know if you know Facebook ads, like that would be the last place I would say start, because oftentimes you get a bunch of leads through ads, but you get a lot of tire kickers, honestly. And so it just takes a high volume of leads to turn into a sale. So I hope this video was helpful. This is our traffic guide. You'll be able to download this and use this, refer back to it, whatever you need. If you got questions, please feel free to let us know. The land sales market is always changing, so we'd love to talk with you. See you in our community group, see you in our mastermind. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.